Yes, lovely.
Today on this video, I'm going to be sharing one of the most important secrets to making games which are fun. And the sad thing is, this secret is mostly overlooked by many game developers when they are making their game. I learned this secret while I was working in the indie game industry, and it's a huge thing if we apply it in our games. Our games will be fun. So, what's the secret all about? Yes, it's about building a connection between our game and our players. Because during the game development stage, we as game developers, we are connecting with our game, and at times, I'm sure most of you can relate. We don't sleep, we don't eat. We are working hard on our game, we are working hard on our code, we are working hard on our art. But time will come when that game will leave our hands and it will be now in the hands of the player, our targeted player. How will it connect with that player? Because with the player, it shall stay there for a long time. And also, we are expecting some money if we are selling our game from that player. So, the connection is the one which does mostly that. We need to connect our players and our game. During the game design stage, we need to set the key connectors. And by connection, what do I mean? I mean our players have to feel something when they play our game. They have to feel something. How do we know we have successfully connected with our players? They start setting goals in our game. If that happens, woo, we thank God. Yes, our game is successful and is successfully connected with the player. Players start setting goals in our game. Maybe they want to conquer certain kingdom. Maybe they want to win the UEFA League, or they want to buy that car, or they want to buy that house in your game. When they set those goals, we have successfully connected with them. And now we are now going deeper into the theory of addiction, whereby when they've set their goals, we design our game in such a way to fight those goals they have set. And now players will start thinking about our game everywhere they are, be it shopping, they're just like, how do I buy that car? Or how do I win that league? Or how do I do this in our game? And now they are addicted to our game and they are happy, they are enjoying our game. So I'm walking the talk. As you can see on my screen, I'm making my Armory 3D bullet hell indie game. I'm sure anyone can make a game, probably a bullet hell game, a simulator, anyone can do that. But what translates my game to be different from others is the connection. Bullet hell games have existed long ago. Platformers are okay, they are from ages ago. But why are some platformers successful? It is because of this thing called the connection they give to their players. So we should consider this during the game design. Let me just launch my game here so that we can see how I'm doing. So I'm going to play my Armory 3D Bullet Hell indie game. So this is my logo animation intro, nothing much here in connecting with players. And this is the story. The story is one of the key connectors again, so I decided to edit at the beginning so that the player knows what they are expected to do. For instance, another pandemic is coming and the player must stop it. Already, I'm trying to play with my players' emotions. They must feel like, oh, I have to do this. So I'm just going to skip this story. And then, as you can see, it says, please enter your name, Commander. Which means my expected emotion from the player is they must feel like a commander when they play my game. They must feel like a commander when they play my game. So this is important. I'm just going to enter here my name. So this is what I've added in my design. My players, I'm expecting them to be commanders and to feel like so. So I'm just going to go and research how should commanders act. And then I try to incorporate it in my game so that I create the connectors. So this is just a simple example of how I do it. There are many ways to connect with players. I've got my favorite games, which I can name here. FIFA is one of my favorite games. If you play the career mode there, you start feeling like a player and you want to achieve this success. You want to be the top goal scorer. And if you are the manager, the connection that happens with the game is you start getting the emotion to win the league. You want to win the league. So you can see already I'm setting goals in the game. I want to win the league. And that is the drive or motivation that keeps me coming back to play FIFA. And even if like you want to sell your game, this is very important because with what FIFA makes me feel, even if they increase the price of the game, I'll just buy it because I enjoy the feeling that it gives me. And the other game I enjoy very much is Euro Truck Simulator. And yes, I didn't know about SCS Software and their game. My friend introduced me to that game and was like, okay, I've got this game in my memory stick. Would you want to play it? And I was like, Euro Truck Simulator, what is this all about? I started playing my game there, and it was a demo version. And before I knew it, I had already connected with the game. I was feeling like a truck driver, like an entrepreneur. I wanted to buy garages. I wanted to buy. You see, the connection starts coming into the real life of the player. They are feeling it. And for Euro Truck Simulator 2, it was so intense to the extent that I would just walk with my friend at school and I'm like, do you know I now have 50 garages? And by that time I was a broke student and people just look at you like, really? 50? Where did you get them from? The game is connected with me. I feel like an entrepreneur. So most game developers make a platformer and they're like, okay, I'm selling it. How does the player fit into that game? That is the fun. That is the addiction part of it. They set their goals. After they set their goals, we design our game in a way to fight that goal. Like you don't get those 50 garages easily. And that is when the player will now start trying to maneuver our game. How do I get these 50 garages? How do I do this? And already they are addicted with our game and boom, our game is fun, our game is trending. So I hope my discussion was very useful and I hope you enjoyed it. Please do consider subscribing to my channel if you are new, and also like and share my videos. Make sure you watch my other content also. We are in the process of making our first Amri 3D indie game bullet hell project. So thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much.